Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is your video tutorial for Wednesday, May 13th, and today you're going to be doing a carbon cycle gizmo. So let's go ahead and go over to the slides. All right, so today you guys will be doing of course, observing your plants, measuring how tall they are today. You're going to do some research with the carbon cycle gizmo, and then when you're done with that, you'll pick one of these articles to read for your journal entry. All right, so right here you can click started. All right, so this is bringing me straight to the gizmo. Of course, if you aren't brought directly here, you can always launch the gizmo. So we're going to follow carbon atoms throughout the ecosystem. So when they're highlighted up here in yellow, that means that is where the carbon is right now. So this carbon atom happens to be atmospheric CO2 or carbon dioxide. So it tells you down here, the carbon atom starts inside a CO2 molecule in Earth's atmosphere. Click a location to choose where the atom will go next. So the places where it can go are going to be highlighted in blue. So we can see it kind of pulsating here in blue as land plants or as exposed rock or in the ocean. Now I'm going to go ahead and click land plants. When you're doing this, if you like, click someplace else. Totally fine. This is your carbon cycle. So now my land plants are going to be glowing yellow. So my atmospheric carbon dioxide now went to land plants. So it says, in the process of photosynthesis, plants use the energy of the sun to form glucose and oxygen from carbon dioxide and water. The glucose is used for energy to build plant tissue, and most of the oxygen is released. So now you'll notice some things that are glowing. So we can have a forest fire that can consume it. We can have the carbon dioxide or the carbon go into soil. It can become coal or go to the land animals. I'm going to pick the land animals. All right, so it goes from land plants to land animals. It's kind of like the food chain, right? The arrows are pointing to where it's going to go. So here it says land animals consume plants or other animals that eat plants for energy. However, since most plant carbon is stored as wood, a relatively small amount of plant carbon is consumed in this way. So from the animals here, it gives us an option. It can go back into the atmosphere as those animals breathe out, or it can go into soil. So I'm going to do one more here, and I'm going to click soil. So land animal to soil. When animals die, their bodies rot and become part of the soil. And so then from here, you'll notice there is sediment being highlighted or atmospheric carbon dioxide. And of course, you can go ahead and click on the next one. So your job here is just kind of play around and see where this carbon can go within what we call the carbon cycle or carbon path. So you're going to be exploring that. Just take a few minutes and do that. Make sure that you log in to Gizmos, otherwise it limits you to your 5 minutes. And like always, if you've forgotten your username or password, email me and I will get that to you as soon as possible. So once you've played around with that, you're going to go ahead and read one of those articles. And then you will move on to your journal entry for the day. Of course, you're still observing those plants. What do they look like today? Any changes? How tall are they? What's the growing conditions like? And how can what you've learned today help you to explain to finding Bigfoot producers? How does that Sasquatch get the resources and energy it needs to move so quickly? And of course, we're also going to apply this over to Chef Ramsay's problem about what do plants need to grow. Write your journal entry there. All right, you guys. So enjoy doing that activity there, and we will talk to you next time.